Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. I was told last episode that I begin these too quickly, so I figured I would make it a little more casual this time.
Okay.
Now do it a bit more. Now a bit more sensual.
Oh,
I'm uncomfortable all of a sudden.
Yerbles.
well, hello.
Yeah, episode 3. Welcome back to Wild Beyond the Witchlights.
Ooh, that was sexy.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
Man,
sultry.
I got some sexy in me when I want it. I'm going to turn up the music just to sort of fill the dead air.
You lose it as soon as you say, I got some sexy in me.
Man, that
Daddy's still got it.
that
got it.
incense is just hanging dank in the air. The candles are just so
I'm
good.
sweating. I'm
Oh my
actually
God.
sweating.
So
Hey,
good.
honey, I got some sexy in me tonight.
I got some sex
God.
in me.
This is what happens when I start slow.
We're all turned
Look how
on
fun it
now.
was. Look, my glasses are all steamy.
I'm actually sweating. What are we doing here? Oh, yeah. Crit and Fumble, episode 3, Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Let's do some quick character intros, and then we'll maybe do a quick recap, mostly for our sake, of where we left off in episode 2. To my left tonight.
Yerbles. So my guy, well, this is Dwayne, and I play Kix Yerbles. And he is a monk of level 3, Bree.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
That rhymes.
And he's an Aasimar.
Tell us something cool about Kix that we don't already know.
He's got wings.
We knew that.
He
We
also has
literally knew that.
horns.
I don't know if I knew that.
He's red.
So he's
and
a
he has
tiefling.
black hair. Kind
He's
of
a tiefling.
tiefling-esque kind of person. Or kind of
He's a tiefling in the streets, but an Aasimar in the sheets.
Oh, Bree's got the sexy in her tonight.
Wow.
Every
Gavin,
night.
you have set the tone.
Oh, this is going to be a good
That's
episode.
enough about my Aasimar. How about your Aasimar?
I'm glad you asked. I'm playing Ilya. And Ilya is a level 3 rogue. She's an arcane trickster. She's also an Aasimar. She's not red. She doesn't have wings. She doesn't have horns. But she does have cool little white streaks in her hair. And she's got glowing yellow eyes. And that's pretty dope.
I think I missed that last time that she has glowing yellow eyes. That's cool.
They're kind of like, most of the time they kind of look like a hazily color, but like when the light hits them just right, they're like kind of like, you know, like the way like cats in the dark, their like eyes kind of like shine.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Ilya's eyes look like. Like just there's brief like glimpses where they kind of shine in a interesting way.
It's like that expensive whiskey with like the gold shavings in it. You catch
Yeah.
it just right in the light.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Just hints of her celestial background.
She's got some sexy in her.
She sure does.
I'm Neil. I play Jerry, who is a hobgoblin artificer alchemist. And things you don't know about Jerry. Jerry has, you know, like people that work at like a computer all the time, or else they're always bent over a table, and they get those kind of rounded shoulders. Yeah, he has.
Rude.
Yeah.
To talk
Oh,
about
wow.
it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And also, those people that, you know, if you look at them straight on, they look pretty slender. But if you look at them from the side, they have that incredible pot belly that goes straight out.
The fucking roast brie night tonight or what?
I thought
Jesus
it was roast
Christ.
Gavin. I was like, damn, I'm out. This is
damn.
triggering.
Yeah, he's got a protruding beer belly. It's
So
an impressive-
did Jerry have a desk job for a long time?
He used to work at H&R
He
Block.
kind of feels like a corporate stiff, like from a movie, like his personality.
He's an alchemist. Like he spent like
The
years
bench.
learning an apprenticeship, like mixing different things together and bent over a workbench. You know.
Oh,
Nice.
Sounds like my accountant.
Accountant.
Go on.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
that's all. Hi, I'm Tash. I play Benedis Wispa. Things you don't know about Benedis: he is one of 42 children in his family.
Come on.
Wow.
That's impressive.
He's not very close to most of them, or really any of them.
Do
Where is he?
fairies breed in litters?
I don't know. I haven't really done any research or anything. I just thought that would be,
Well, why do you do research on
Okay.
yourself? I don't do research on myself.
yeah, that's weird.
It's just normal, Brie.
Called self-work. Look into it.
Growth mindset.
Where in the
Her vagina.
I love that part of the Feywild. It's beautiful in the spring.
Where in the line of children were you? I think, did you say that? You're the first, last,
He's
middle?
like smack in the middle.
Nice.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
forgotten.
What's the middle of
child.
42? 21 and a half?
21 and a half.
Yep.
Cool.
He's the 21 and a half.
Nice.
Yeah.
He absorbed his twin.
Oh, so he's also no, that was last season. He's also an Arc Fae, Fairy, Warlock,
Nice.
and he has really nice black and purple wings.
Wait, have we
Moth-like,
covered
sort
this
of.
before? Warlock, you usually have to have a connection to something.
Yes.
What is his connection? Or are you waiting to
They
drop
have I forget how it's worded. Let me refer to my sheet.
You have a patron.
that? Patron?
Oh,
Thank you.
patron.
I do. My patron is Genie, spelled
A
D-J-I-N-N-I.
djinn.
And she's like a genie. I
Like
carry,
an actual one.
I carry a pretty cool lantern. Let's just say that.
All right.
So it's different when Tash shuffles papers opposed to me when I like pick up my paper and try to read them.
Well, it's
You
just
don't give
because
me-
you do it every time.
That's because.
Every night.
Oh yeah, I don't know why.
2 years, Dwayne.
Because I announced it on camera.
I feel
On
I
camera?
feel targeted.
I mean, it's not that you're being targeted. It's that we see you, Dwayne.
We see you
We see you, man.
with your papers.
We hear them too. It's like,
Yeah.
And theme song.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just to wrap up the intros, I'm Gavin, your dungeon master for this campaign. Yeah, it's been fun so far, but let's if I could click the right buttons on this fucking.
Turn up.
Here
the
we go.
Sexy.
Adventurers, grab your weapons. But first, kiss your kin. The wild's call, a timeless brawl. Now we roll for initiative. Good and evil fighting for the win. Crit and fumble, critical hit or just a fucking fumble. Cast thine eye on the rolling die. Legends rise on its battle cry. It's time to rumble, crit and fumble, critical hit or just another fumble. War is waged on the table stage, untold sagas of an ancient age. Crit and fumble.
Woo.
I feel like we're getting smoother at those intros, they're nice and quick and punchy. Mm-hmm. Lots of depth. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Like how good are you talking?
We're smooth already.
Pretty smooth.
Like professional.
wow.
I've lost count,
Oh,
but
that
we've
was
done
so
what?
perfect.
Like probably close to 100 episodes? No, not that many. But
No,
many
it's
have
got
we
to be
done?
100. Well, between our legacy cast and this one, like or season 1 of our legacy was like 30 episodes.
Okay,
Yeah, we've done 100
So-
for sure.
sweet.
Now we're really good.
Totally. We've never messed up intro music or anything.
Professionals.
My favorite part of that intro song is to see how many jubjubs I can eat before the end of it. So I'm not smacking my lips on mic.
It's funny to
Or
watch
the
your
microphone.
eyes after you do that. Your eyes just go, whoo.
Sugar.
High as a kite.
Whee! Yeah, so let's do a quick recap. Last episode, you guys finally managed to win an audience with the owners of the carnival, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. And you kind of hung out in their caravan for a little bit in the staff area. Burley, the bugbear, came and collected you and introduced you to the two owners. They didn't seem terribly helpful, though. Rather, it felt like
Evasive.
evasive.
They're cagey.
Yeah,
They
and-
kept just kind of like brushing over our, either like, oh yeah, ooh, we can't talk about that, or
Especially
Totally.
Witch. He had a tone. He
a
had a bit of a tone.
vibe.
Yeah. For sure. So anyway, you left the caravan, got some balloon animals by Thaco, the whiny asshole clown, and Elia had the great idea of having Briar go and sit in on the conversation, and was able to glean some pretty interesting information. So, I think the group of you, that's sort of where we ended. We got
Well,
that conversation.
Then we had the conversation with Burley.
Oh,
Remember
right.
where Burley, because his brother Hurley's missing,
Mhm.
so he was kind of willing to kind of like sell out Witch and Light a little bit by being like, like they're into some shit. And then he was the one who suggested we try and get a hold of Witch's watch.
Oh, it's a watch, right? Because he needs
Yes.
that in order to set up and tear down the carnival.
So more or
So
less,
some
I guess
leverage.
it's kind of suggesting a little bit of blackmail or a little bit of not blackmail, even extortion.
Yeah.
Well, but he
Which
was
I'm here for.
I think he was wanting the group of you to be careful in that he like respects them as the owners and doesn't want to see anybody get hurt, but thinks like something needs to be done about this. And was suggesting like maybe this is a way to gain leverage over it. I don't think in any way he was suggesting you actually keep it. You know, maybe in his mind he's going, he's justifying these actions by saying, you know, oh, well, you know, let's make sure we return that.
So basically, by like holding it hostage, being like,
Yeah,
"Hey, you want
yeah.
your fancy watch back? Tell us what we need to know."
Totally.
I like Burley.
Burley's cute.
That's not what I said, but
He's
okay.
hunky.
He's got some sexy.
He's got some sexy in him.
Who doesn't love a bear?
Right?
I feel like that's a Benedict's expression. That's where that would have come from.
Who doesn't love a bear?
No,
No, he
that,
doesn't.
that someone has sexy in them.
Sexy in him.
Oh.
We.
Oh yeah,
Oui.
She has some sexy in here.
Yeah. You want a baguette?
I feel like right now I have much sexy in me.
Oh, good.
Look out, Jarcely.
That's right. Put it away.
Yeah.
Right, so let's pick it up there. Maybe you're still around Burley. Let me try to get my country accent back. Oh, God, I can't do it. You, someone else talk.
Sorry, Burley was the clown?
No, Thaco was
Owlbear.
the
Thaco was
asshole
the clown.
clown.
He was the owlbear with the pumpkin on his head.
Yeah,
Oh,
The
right. It's the
bugbear.
owlbear, yes.
the bugbear, yeah.
Bugbear,
Bugbear.
sorry.
Not an owlbear.
Owlbear's a different.
Stupid.
Yeah, you seem like good folks, and I think like I was saying, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, well, they're good folks too, and they allowed me to work here at this this fair, and I call this home. I don't want to see anything happen to it, but something needs to be done. And like I was saying, the that there watch that Mr. Witch has, I think that's probably your best bet, or maybe the Witchlight vein that Mr. Light has. Something. I just don't want to see nobody get hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear
It's very
that.
nice. You have a very big heart, and it is nice that you would be willing to help us.
Well, it is. I gotta be honest with you. It is somewhat self-serving. I thank you for saying I have a big heart. I find that I am connected to people a lot, but ever since my brother Hurley went missing, that was sort of a sad moment for me. I had a hard time with it, but now that more and more people have gone missing, even people that come to the fair that are friends of mine or not, it's hard to see that happen. I want something done about it. And I think if you guys are able to do anything about this, I'm willing to help to a degree. I don't want to get in trouble or nothing. I love my job, but maybe in exchange of my help, if you ever do come across thoroughly in your findings here, I wouldn't mind seeing my brother again.
Well,
Ah,
Yes, absolutely.
I mean,
yeah,
if
we'll
we
bring
see
you
him.
back a brother.
sure.
How do we know what he looks like?
Well, we're twins, so he'll
Oh.
look a lot like me.
Oh,
Like
that's
Kix
like
and
us.
I.
Oh, yeah, like us.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's similar, I think.
They are twins with different mother, though.
Yeah.
I know, right?
That's very interesting. I mean, back where I'm from, a lot of people have sisters and brothers from like the same families and stuff. So
Yeah, it's
yeah,
like
from,
different
yeah,
for us.
from like different families. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
We're pretty interesting.
We're close. Ish.
Yeah.
Well, and I did see your little performance there. That's what Mr. Light was mostly interested in. I don't know why you're here. You seem like you'd be running your own fair, not attending a fair. Or maybe it was an idea to get some ideas for your moves, which that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, we like to go see other performers. It's, we love the arts,
Hmm.
right?
The arts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, there's like lots of candy here and alcohol and custard. Whereas normally we kind of like perform in bars.
Last time I ate that custard, I ate too much. I threw up, so I can't eat any more of it.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I got a little burp there. Sorry, I was thinking about it.
So what do you think would be our best idea for trying to get the watch? Like, should we do it during the monarch ceremony when there's lots of
No,
hubbub?
I wouldn't do it during the monarch ceremony. it's too bad we weren't able to do this a little earlier. I would have said maybe we should do it during the big top extravaganza, because that's the only time that Mr. Light's at the tent, and Mr. Witch would have been here by himself. But that's gone past us now. But the Monarch, everybody's there, including Mr. Witch on stage. So, I mean, that's alone is a pretty important event. I mean, we crown the Monarch, and whoever is brought the most joy to the carnival gets that. And they can fly and stuff. Like, they get some sort of benefit.
The Monarch gets a prize?
Yeah, they get like a gem, like a butterfly necklace that gives them like some sort of power. It's a really interesting thing. And a crown with butterflies, but they don't get to keep that. That's more just like the crowning of it. Mr. Light will knight them with his Witchlight. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. The best bet, we would need maybe a way to draw Mr. Light out or Mr. Witch, but the two of them tend to hang out in their caravan a lot. Like, they're there all day until the key events of the night, or we're packing up, and that's not for a few days still. Pack up, I mean.
Do they, when the show is over, do they have a sleep? Maybe then is a good time to get in and...
Well, after the Monarch, yeah, that's not a bad idea. After the Witchlight Monarch, everybody would be packing up, but then you'd be asked to leave the fair.
Yeah.
So
Yes, good point.
Yes.
And actually...
I might be able to help get you in somewhere. That'll be a little tricky.
I
'cause-
think I also noticed the elf, right? So they don't probably have a proper full sleep.
Oh, those two, yeah, they don't sleep a whole lot. I mean, they're from the Shadowfell originally
And-
anyway, so, I mean, they're not used to sleeping as
I
it
have a
is.
bit of a thought also to protect your security. Maybe it's best if you don't really know what the plan is.
Oh.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, but I do want to help. Like, maybe there's some ways I can connect you with something, or if you need a place to hide, like...
Is there anyone in particular who attends to them or brings them things to and from their caravan, or
Well,
someone
That's
besides
mostly
each other?
me. Yeah.
Well,
I-
I don't want to get you in trouble. I just was thinking, because I know a little bit of magic, and I can make myself look like other people if I want to. But if you're the only one who really comes and goes, I wouldn't want to get you in trouble.
Well, the only other one is Thaco.
He
he's-
can be in trouble. He sucks.
Yeah, I don't really like Thaco. He's not very nice to me. I try to be nice to him. Anyways, I don't know what his problem is.
Well, he's a jerk.
He is a bit of a jerk.
Yeah.
Makes okay balloon animals,
I
though. He's
do,
a pretty talented guy.
Pardon me for a minute. I do have one possibility that should work pretty easy. And Benedus pulls off this very nice little ornate lantern off his belt. And he says, I know it sounds weird, but I can go into this lantern and hide inside the lantern. So maybe if someone can sneak the lantern into where they sleep or into the cabin, then I can pop out of the lantern, find the watch, back into the lantern, and then someone carry me out again.
That could work. You'd be in the caravan. If you wake them up, though, you can be in there alone. They're not going to let you out. But, I mean, that's an idea. Mr. Witch also keeps the watch on him at all times on a little, like a gold chain connected to his belt loop there. So you could probably use like a little tool or something to cut it.
Maybe when he has a shower bath. Sometimes he takes off his pants, I assume, at some point.
Maybe. Actually, you know what? The two of them are going to have to leave to go to the crowning of the Monarch. Maybe I could try to get Mr. Light's attention for something just for a moment, and the group of you could, well,
Beat
Mr.
him up.
Well, no, I don't want to beat nobody up.
Oh.
But when Mr. Witch is heading there, and I'll try to delay Mr. Light for a moment, maybe you guys could,
Club him in the face?
well, I don't know if maybe you could just grab him or distract him, and maybe one of you talk to him and someone else like try to cut the watch off or something, because he'll be in a hurry. So at least then if you're like distracting him and then he's in a hurry to get to the Monarch, I don't know. I'm just
Yes.
You know, I can use my Ilya kind of fishes around in her like skirt and pulls out of her pocket her thieves' tools. She's like, I got these thieves' tools and I can use them with my mage hand. I'm pretty talented at it. My invisible one. Maybe you think I could use these to get the watch off?
Yeah, you could probably do that. And then just pull it away a distance. So while he
Yeah.
walks away, he won't notice it's gone.
Yeah, if you guys distract.
Me and Kix, I remember at the games, we both won the magical disguise makeup.
Mm-hmm.
We
did?
can maybe create a distraction so they don't know who we are.
Uh-huh.
And then you sneak in and whoosh,
Take the
watch.
watch, yeah. And then what's Jerry's job gonna be?
Jerry, what do you want to do?
I don't know.
Jerry, come on, speak up for
Do you
yourself.
Jerry, you can be lookout?
Yeah.
Do you
Oh,
wanna
lookout?
do you wanna look out for Mr. Light?
Oh. Well, what if I miss anything?
It's okay.
Hmm.
The worst thing that could happen is we die.
I'll die, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I don't think anybody's going to die.
Uh,
Well, we're not a very violent
missing.
group. They might ask you to leave the carnival.
Oh.
I
I'll
wonder
do
if
my best.
I wonder if we like try to make Jerry like the monarch of the carnival.
Well,
What
And,
if somebody else-
spreading the cheer and
What if someone else really wanted to be the monarch?
I don't need to be the monarch.
but then that would be like he could be the distraction.
What if we come up and try to show a new show? Like we missed a chance at the big show to do the thing and
I
we
thought
want
we
to
were doing
impress
this
them.
before the monarch ceremony.
Yeah, we just run into them and say, hey, excuse me, sirs.
Oh.
We meant to show up, but we did not. And now we want to show a magic tricks that we can do.
Yeah.
See?
Jerry
And
can be part of it.
He can be it.
We could
I know some magic.
do some
Yeah.
acrobats.
Yeah, let's get Jerry doing some magic.
Oh, Ilya will take off her headdress that she got from that lost and found cart, and she's gonna like pop it on Jerry's head. Look at that!
Ta-ta.
Oh,
You look
I
beautiful.
don't usually wear hats.
It looks good on you, buddy.
Does it?
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Your
Makes you
ears
look
are not in the way.
Yeah, makes you look taller.
Mm-hmm.
Is something wrong with my ear?
No, they're
My
not.
ear-
They
he
look,
covers his
they look
ears. He's
nice.
like touching them, all sensitive.
like, okay, I'll be the lookout.
What do you think? On a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you think this plan is? Burley?
Well, I gotta say, it's it could work. You're gonna have to impress them a fair bit in order for them to not just blow past you. Because the monarch, nobody wants to be late for that. It's a pretty important event, and it's Mr. Light's favorite. He looks forward to it every night. But if you guys take the time to come up with something, you got a few hours still. The crowning of the monarch's still not for 4 hours, so maybe take some time and figure that out, and enjoy the fair for a little bit and come back. But when you are ready and the announcement for the Witchlight Monarch's about to start, if I were you, I would get back over here. You won't be able to get into the staff area without me. And they'll probably see me let you in, so we can't do that. But just outside the staff area, there's this little tent that you came through. Just wait in there, and then you should be good. You can maybe talk to them there, and that'll be enough area and dark enough in there for them maybe not to see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a good plan. It sounds like we got a good plan.
Yeah, I think so.
Solid.
We could maybe work on some of the detail,
Yeah.
Hmm?
but generally, it's good.
Or let's just wing it.
Maybe.
When in,
I think we need structure. Like there needs to be like
What if we
we
overthink
should
it?
plot.
I feel like this is a bit of a struggle between you twos. You like to do the wing it, and you like to do the we need a plan.
Well, yeah. If we don't plan it, then I get a butt end of a knife in my chest.
He also gets
As
hives.
I did see that. Ugh. Did
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anxiety.
Only right here, right in this one spot.
Okay, Mr. Bell, we let you do your job now, and we will go off and try to make this a master plan.
Very good. One last thing. Thako he's kind of Witch's bodyguard, but I think I could probably take care of him. I'll
Are you
hold
gonna
him back.
kill him?
No, I'm gonna hold him.
You want a club?
I don't want to club nobody. I'll just keep him in the staff area and distracted
Mm.
enough. It'll be painful, but for me, I don't like talking to Thako. But if it means figuring out what's going on here and potentially seeing Hurley again, I'm willing to do it for you folks. So let's work together, and I hope to see you soon. If something does happen, though, please don't involve my name, if you don't mind.
Oh.
No, we wouldn't do that.
Okay, well, good luck.
Ilya crosses her fingers behind her back.
Nice. Okay. Burley turns around and heads back into the staff area. He waves his hand. The thorn bush wall opens to the tent, and you can exit.
So,
Solid plan.
Yeah. I think he'll be fine.
Jerry, what's your thoughts?
I'll try and be the lookout.
You try? You just need eyeballs and ears and a mouth.
What if I
Something?
see? I don't know what to do if I see something.
I have
just-
actually an idea.
Oh.
Ilya, you could leave your bird friend.
Mm-hmm.
Could you leave your bird friend with him? I'm asking. I guess I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I
Isn't
can
the
actually.
range on that only 100 feet.
The range on the familiar?
Yeah.
I think my familiar can be. Let me look at my spells. I think my familiar can be as far away from me as.
Oh, it might just be you can't look through its eyes.
I can only. Let's see. Da-da-da-da.
But could your familiar fly back
Your
to
familiar must be within 100 feet of you.
Okay.
Oh.
At all times, or
Yeah.
otherwise it disappears.
I think. I should really
but that-
actually
I
properly.
feel like that
read
was the
this.
case because I feel like.
Oh, while your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. Additionally, as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn, gaining the benefits of any additional senses. Blah 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 blah.
100 feet is not very far.
Yeah.
No.
So,
But it says
But I
it does
don't-
say while you're within 100 feet, assuming that
So it can go
sometimes
further.
It might not be within.
yeah, I
100
just
feet.
can't see through its eyes further than 100 feet. But yeah, I can leave
But it could fly back to you.
Briar. Yeah. Do you need Briar for some reason?
No, I was just saying for Jerry, maybe keep him company.
Oh yeah. Do you want to hang out with Briar for a little bit, Jerry?
I won't cook it.
Yeah, I mean, if you do, it's okay. It's not really like he's not. I mean, he is real, but he can come back. Like if he dies, he just comes back.
I actually do have a friend like this too. He's not here now. I haven't conjured him since we were at the carnival, but I do have a friend I can bring up. He's a little dragon.
Oh. The dragon is too big to eat.
No, he's little tiny.
Oh.
Yes.
That's cool. Well,
Okay.
yeah, you can. Ilya will gesture for Briar to go land on your shoulder.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh.
He's kind of friendly.
Yeah. Yes.
Watch your eyes, though.
Watch your eyes.
Yeah. He likes shiny things. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You should watch your ears too.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
So I don't really know how that helps the plan, but maybe you just tell the bird if something's happened.
Jerry's like looking sideways at the owl, like just eyes like saucers.
All right, Kix, let's hear your plans. You like a plan. You're a plan guy. Let's hear what you think we do.
I think we make Jerry like the next show.
He's not the lookout. He's the show.
He's the show.
He did say-
he's the distraction.
He did say he does magic.
See? So we get him to do some magic.
Jerry,
then-
what's your biggest, craziest thing you can do to show these guys?
Nothing. I don't. All I can do is.
Come on, Jerry, dig deep.
All I got is things like I can make people sick.
Yeah. Now
Yeah,
you're talking.
Actually,
Yeah.
you could
there
instantly
go.
make him just start puking everywhere.
I can do that.
Okay. What else
That'd
you
be
got?
pretty
I mean,
handy,
that's
Jerry.
actually a pretty good
If he
distraction.
starts throwing up everywhere, he's not going to be focusing on his watch.
Yeah. No, I can do that. Definitely.
But just don't miss and make it one of us.
oh no, I would never make you sick. I like you.
Well, thank you. It's a nice thing to hear.
So Jerry's going to make him sick.
Okay, so we're just gonna do a whole bunch of things, maybe, eh? A bunch of distraction at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just try everything and see if we get the watch. I think that's probably fine.
So, would you like him to be sick, like puke, sick?
Oh, make him throw up everywhere.
Oh, I think it should come out of both ends.
Okay.
Oh, can you make him throw up the custard everywhere?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That would be great. Just for my own personal satisfaction, I would love that.
Okay.
Do you think that this will be perceived as us attacking him? This is a question I have.
Like,
Like, you can
Well-
see, like, they'll be able.
Uh,
He'll be able to see that you're casting a spell, right?
Well, I mean, this so
No.
when I do it, it's necessary that like a green fog surrounds him, right? It kind of.
see,
So like
not very sneaky then.
it's not no.
That sounds perfect.
But what if it's part of a show?
It's part of the show.
You're like, I'm going to show you this amazing trick I can do, and
I can lend you my wizard puppet.
Oh.
right? And you can say abracadabra with the wizard puppet,
Hmm.
and then with the wizard puppet you can like cast this fog and just
Mm-hmm.
that would work.
Yeah. If you want me to do it, I will do it for you.
Awesome.
As you guys are having this conversation, you would notice two Witchlight hands, you can tell because they're dressed all the same, are approaching with kind of looks like platters or baskets of food, heading towards the tent. Benedis, you would recognize one of them, Pin, you've worked with before, gnomish guy. And as they approach, the one stops Pin, and he's like, "Hey, Benedis, I thought you didn't work here
Pin?
anymore."
You
Yeah.
look the same, but so much older.
Thanks. We don't age very fast, but I
That's
mean,
why I mentioned it. It's very impressive that you do this.
Well, I have been growing out this mustache ever since I hung out with
Oh,
you.
that is pretty nice, but...
Thanks. I do call it the Benedis.
Sorry, I just turned into Borat for a second.
It's very nice.
Very nice. Have you met my wife?
Number one whore in Kazakhstan.
I just distracted myself.
I was trying so hard not to laugh.
Why are you here? Like I said, I thought you don't work here anymore. We're about to go just deliver the Mr. Light and Mr. Witch's dinner for the night.
You're delivering them dinner?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh, did you?
interesting. But it just kind of nudges
Oh,
Jerry.
oh.
Oh, do you work here now too, or used to work here?
Bennett, did you want me to deliver the? You want
Yeah, so I didn't be here for a long time. I was working off, and Benedict is still kind of like nudging Jerry.
So if he's
And then just talking and distracting, saying many words.
Distracting,
Yeah.
Jerry's gonna just put his hand over the plates
Okay.
and cast a poison spray.
Okay, nice. Give me a performance check to
Or sorry,
distract
ray
them.
of sickness.
Okay.
Should I do poison spray or ray of sickness?
Will that work on the food?
Kix will see this going
Fury.
on. He'll sort of see this, and he'll pull out
I
a
don't think ray of
wizard
sickness
puppet.
will.
Nice.
And it just kind of like just try to like I guess with the puppet, with the wizard puppet, I can do some sort of illusion.
Right. I forget the specifics of it. Yeah, I think you could
There's
create
a minor illusion.
a
or
minor
whatever.
illusion
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. You can use that for your distraction roll. Then
15?
you can roll again,
Oh.
just because he's giving you.
I can't. I have to cast these things on a creature, not a thing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna
Yeah,
work.
'cause
What
these are-
about your potions and stuff that Jerry makes?
yeah, I'm allowed to make one a day. I gave it to my friend there.
Ooh,
who took
okay.
it.
Yeah.
That would have been cool, though.
Well, good to see you, Benedis.
Yes, you too.
We
I want to
should be good.
study what they. There's two of them.
Yeah.
There's Pin and one other guy.
Yeah, he is dwarf.
He's a dwarf.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna study what they look like.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah, you get a good look at them. And then one of them waves their hands. The briar thing, whatever hedge opens, and they enter in, and it closes
Hey.
behind.
Why don't we just be those guys? They deliver food.
That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, let's just turn into them.
I probably could have just made something that would have made him nauseous. I mean, I know how to do that.
Well, it was. I mean, how can you do that on the fly like
It was pretty spontaneous. I'm just
Yeah.
glad that you catch what I'm trying to suggest, and we tried it, but how about it?
Well, that's strike one. We'll try again. And see what happens.
Okay, so if we're going to... Who's going to dress like who?
I mean, I can just look like one of them if you guys want.
I could probably look like Pin.
Yeah?
You try and talk like him.
Yeah. What do we think?
We'll give it a go. You try it.
So we wait till they're about to come over, and then we go up and we say, "Oh, maybe the food was poison. We need to talk to you for a sec or something."
Or you
Why
forgot
don't we
the
just let
drinks.
them go and then we'll be them and go back in
Oh,
and
just sneak in.
we'll just
We
say
don't have to sneak.
we can just walk in and then yeah, like you said, we can we'll have to think of a reason to be in there.
Hey, what about the drinks? We forgot the drinks.
Oh yeah, or we forgot your custard, or
Oh, forgot the custard. I like
yeah,
that. Yep.
or I don't know.
I just have one more suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's you and Kix. You're a
Yeah.
team. You guys have worked together many times, and you do this part.
We could easily do this.
Me
You
and
think so?
Jerry will Just be cool.
Be backup.
We'll be back
We
up.
will probably we
out
might need
here.
it.
Okay.
We're definitely gonna need backup.
So maybe Kix, when we go in, you can distract them, and I will use my, my little,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
little mage hand to zoop, grab it, and get it.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds like a good idea.
I don't see why
It's a
not.
good plan.
All right. Well, we just wait. Go kill some time for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you waiting for them to come back out?
Yeah.
Okay, you wouldn't have to wait long. I mean, they're just dropping the food off, so you maximum 10 minutes.
Oh, cool.
Before Pin and the dwarf guy comes back through, and you see the bush open, and they exit. Are you hiding or anything?
Yeah, I think around the like we're on the sides of the briar or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
as the briar opens, we would just sneak in behind them as they're coming
Before it closes. Okay.
Yeah. we'll maybe make sure to cast because you need to use your disguise kit to make yourself look like one of them.
Mhm.
So I'll use my disguise self to make myself look like the gnome.
Okay, sure. And you look like the dwarf?
Yep.
Sounds good. Yeah, it's not long before you hear it open. The two of you, Elia and Kix, are pressed up against your backs against the that bush, waiting for it to open. Jerry and Benedis are just out of sight somewhere,
Yeah, I think we're just nearby, but
kind of hiding.
loitering.
Cool. Yeah, you can hear it open, and they exit, no dishes in hands. I'm going to need some dexterity checks to see how quickly you can get into this briar before it closes.
Sure. um, 9.
20.
Wow. Okay. You were really lucky, Elia. With your natural 20 Kix.
Was
You
it a
get-
natural 20 or was it a?
Well, it's 18 plus 2 dexterity.
Oh, I thought it was a
right?
natural 20. Okay, so Ilia's not so lucky. Kix makes it in no problem. Probably pushes Ilia out of the way in order to get in first. And you make it about halfway through before the briar closes in on you. And as it does, you take 2 points of piercing damage. And now you're currently stuck in the center of it. You can go forward or backward. Both directions is difficult terrain, and I'm going to need a dexterity check on each movement in order to not take more damage.
Can I cut my way out? It's vines, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like very dense magical briar.
Okay.
But yeah, you can use your knife to maybe get further per movement.
Yeah.
Okay, give me, maybe we'll do an attack roll instead of a dex roll then.
Okay.
Are you okay in there?
No, I'm not okay.
What happened?
I got stuck. Sheesh. 15?
Yeah, 15. You managed to move out to the edge of it without but you still take another 2 points of piercing damage.
God damn it.
But with your cuts, using the knife, you do it in one move instead of two.
Nice.
Yeah, so you are through.
Oh,
Like covered in stuff in your hair.
cast prestidigitation on myself real quick and clean off
Clean
all
it
the.
up. Nice.
Thanks for that. Kix.
What?
You pushed me.
Yeah, you tripped. You fumbled. Okay,
Pin, Goric, what are you all doing in here? You just came in and dropped the food off already. Burley approaches you, thinking you're Pin and Goric.
Oh.
Did you forget something?
yeah, special delivery.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any we forgot we're supposed
Water,
to bring
drinks.
wine for
Oh,
them.
shoot.
Is there any wine kicking around here?
Yeah, Mr. Witch's berry wine.
Yeah.
You forgot it?
Yeah.
Okay, I got some in my tent. Not my tent. My trailer there. Just give me a sec. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Thanks ever so.
And he takes off and comes back with 2 bottles of berry wine. This is the last I have, so I'm gonna want it back. Okay, I'm not like this is.
We owe
expensive
ya.
stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that, but go ahead. I don't want to see Mr. Light get upset.
Yeah.
Thanks, Burley.
You want me to carry them so you don't fumble?
Well, you know what
up
I was
the
thinking?
stairs?
What might be a good distraction is when we get in there, you should just drop both of them. Smash.
What?
Well, that'd be very distracting, won't it?
I
They'll
know,
be
but he wants his wine back.
no. Well, he's
Stick to the plan.
no Burley's. He's not going to get these bottles of wine back anyways, dingo. We were going to have to owe him, and we're probably not going to give them back anyways. It's not our problem. It's Pim and what's his name's. Hey.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
That's so great. Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
We should juggle them.
Oh, Yeah.
Right, we should
and then-
juggle it. we'll juggle them with the lids off.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, okay.
But I gotta remember to get the watch, okay?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll juggle them with the lids off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
We were the right ones for this plan. I knock on the caravan.
Yes. Who is it?
It's
Pim.
Pim and
Goric.
Goric.
Goric, yeah. That's us.
Yes. You've already dropped everything off. What is the
Well,
matter?
except for the berry wine.
And the door just like swings open. Oh, you forgot the wine. Well, thank you for bringing it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
I really don't like having my dinner without my wine.
We know.
Yes. Well, thank you. Please. Go
Let us
ahead.
carry it in.
Yeah. Well, my hands are full. He's got like big pieces of like chicken or something in his hand. He's go ahead and give it to Mr. Witch there. He can take it. Mr. Witch.
So Kix kind of he shakes it up a little bit on both sides, and
no, we don't-
watch this. I got something to show you.
Not in the caravan, please.
He just pops the lids off with both of his thumbs, and he starts to juggle one at a time. Right? And so
As they're like spraying everywhere.
they're spraying.
Which is
around.
like, what are you doing?
Hey, grab a glass. I'll fill it up for you. Grab a glass, quick.
What is Elia doing at this stage?
I'll cast my invisible mage hand.
Okay.
And I'll have it using my thieves tools
Okay.
to try and get the
The watch.
watch off. Yeah.
I love it.
So-
You can roll with advantage to do that.
Nice.
We'll do sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Sweet. Come
Oh
on.
my god!
Oh god. Okay. That one's a
Take that one. Take that one.
Should I roll a different dice or should I go catch that one?
Roll a different one.
Oh, you can roll a different one.
Thank God. Okay, that is, what do I have for sleight of hand? Oh, fuck yeah. Non-natural 20.
Nice, very good. Okay, you managed to cut it, pull it aside, and Ilya officially has the watch. What are you doing? You're getting this everywhere. My makeup. Oh my God, Witch, kick them out, please.
Grab a glass. Grab a
Pin,
glass. Quick.
Pin,
Grab
You're gonna
a
have to
glass.
get out. This
If
is
you- no,
unacceptable.
Come on. Grab
He's
a
like
glass. We're
actively pushing you out
We're
the
gonna
door.
fill it up. Come on, get a glass.
They go. Could
Quick,
you come
quick,
and deal
quick,
with these fools? They're making
All
a
right,
mess of
yes,
my
sorry.
caravan.
Sorry,
Oh.
our mistake. Have a nice night.
Fine.
Oh my God, my makeup! I'm gonna have to redo everything before the and like the door swings closed as they're
I
complaining
knock
about this.
on the sill as we head out.
That was great.
That was pretty good. Hey,
Hey, how are we going to get out of here?
with the brambles.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
We didn't think about that.
No, we're kind of stuck in here now.
Well,
Well, what about we go back to the bear and see if he can get us out?
yeah. Hey, Burley.
Yeah. What can I do for you? You need more wine? I only got the 2.
No, that's all right. You know what? It's the stupidest thing. I forgot our key for the brambles.
The key.
Yeah, like how do we get out of the brambles? We got stuck in it last time. Well, I didn't get stuck in it last time.
Well.
She got stuck in it last time.
You mean he? Because I'm clearly a male dwarf. Hey, Burley. Guess what?
Yeah. What?
It's not Pim and Goric.
Thank God, because you guys were freaking me out.
Yeah, it's Ilya and Kix.
Oh.
Wink.
Did you get the watch? Oh, you can't get out. I get it. I get it. Okay, come
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And he walks over to the edge and like quickly waves his hand. He's like, "You go quick. If you got the watch, he's
Yeah.
gonna know pretty quick."
Yeah,
Mr.
we're
Witch,
gonna
Witch
go.
looks for that thing all the time.
Yeah.
And it closes.
Hey, we're not going to
Oh.
give you the wine back, just so you know. That was a part of the plan. So I'm sorry about the wine.
Well, I thought it was Pin and Gork. Anyway, if this is part of the
It's part of the
Yeah.
plan.
the necessary requirement,
Yeah.
you can have the wine.
Thanks.
But get out of here.
Okay,
Go.
okay. we gotta go.
Okay.
And it closes behind you.
Sweet.
Hey, we got it.
Jerry's like standing beside Benedis, holding his hand, but looking sideways at the owl on his shoulder, still terrified.
Hasn't moved.
Briar's 100% terrorizing Jerry, like just slowly rotating its head around and then rotating its head
Pecking its
back
ear.
around. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's fantastic. What happened? Kix, you're so covered in wine and you smell a bit, but
Well,
does-
I was
does-
doing a
doesn't
little
matter. We
juggling, a little bottle
we should
juggling.
probably let's just keep walking.
Yeah,
and
we
get
gotta.
away
Yeah.
We
from
gotta.
this
Oh, I'll
area.
drop my disguise self.
Yeah, me too.
Be Ilya again.
So you guys head out back into the fair. Yeah, still like midnight. A lot of activity going on. But the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch is not for another 4 hours.
So we have the watch, and now what are we gonna do?
Tell time.
Tell the time.
Yeah, we could do that.
This is not what I was talking about.
So I guess now we just have to be like, well, we have to wait for Mr. Witch to notice it's gone. And then we have to be like, yeah, we've got it. What are you going to do about it? Oh, go on.
I was gonna say, what if we wait till the ceremony and we stand up in the audience?
Oh, yeah.
and
In
say,
front of
"We
everyone?
have- oh, this could be bad, actually.
Yeah, we'd probably get lynched.
I could do a flyover.
You can't fly.
Yes.
I can glide.
Mm.
I could do a
It's
glide.
more of a slow fall is what it looked like.
Yeah.
I could do a slow fall
Yeah.
over
Hey, did I tell you guys?
with the watch.
I forgot to tell you guys that we what I overheard them saying in the caravan. Did I tell you guys about that?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, they said that something about an hourglass coven. You ever heard of such a thing? Hourglass coven?
Well, just that a coven is, I haven't heard of this one, but a coven is a group of witch
Yeah, they have like a pact.
eggs.
A pact with it. And
A
they
pact.
said that someone's gonna find out and they're gonna get shut down. And they were having a heated conversation about it, and they seemed kind of stressed out. So, anyways, we could be like, we know about the Hourglass Coven, and we've got your watch, and you better tell us everything we need to know about these hags and the missing people and everything else, or we're gonna expose you and we're gonna take your watch and we're gonna smash it.
You know what I wonder is they probably won't do the big show without the watch.
Yeah.
Why don't we do it at the big show?
Or why don't we
We'll
just go
expose
see them?
everything.
Oh,
Just
right now?
Go see them, or now, or let's let them build up the tension and go right before the big show's supposed to happen. Then we just go knock on their door and
You-
explain it.
Do you think though, that if we stole the watch, it's gonna impact getting crowned as the monarch?
I don't think that's priority right now, but
Well, it's priority for me.
let's try this then. How do you win the monarch?
By being really fun.
By being the best temper and helping the mood at the carnival.
Uh-huh.
We still have 4 hours.
Oh yeah, you want to go party?
We just go and make everyone happy for a while.
Woohoo!
Well,
Let Ilya be the
No,
cheerleader.
but this
and-
is Jerry's job,
I don't know how to make people.
What
happy.
is Jerry's job?
Oh,
to be the monarch.
you want to be the
Oh.
monarch, Jerry?
No, I don't like people to look at me very much.
Mm.
Well, and this is why I'm thinking that he should be it.
Because it'd be funny.
Yeah.
That's not so nice.
What?
It's not.
Well, you don't really want to make him uncomfortable. He just said it's not what he wants.
I think it would build confidence in him.
Well, what does Jerry think about it?
I don't like confidence.
He doesn't like the confidence.
Oh.
Oh.
He likes to be small
Jerry.
and weak
I like-
and have nobody look at him. And he likes the whole world to not know that he exists. Right, Jerry? Is this what you like? Come on.
I think it is. What he
Tonight
likes.
might be the night that you...
This little tear just falls down Jerry's cheek.
I'm
See, that's
I'm
what I'm talking
Splashes
about.
on the ground below his.
I'm
by
not
his-
trying to be mean to you. I'm just trying to help you have some courage and stand up and be proud for who you are. You're not as ugly as you think. You're not as little as you think. You're not as weak as you think.
I don't know. He might be.
I definitely am.
See?
Well, now I kind of actually feel bad. I was just trying to do like a military general approach and for a minute give you some courage that way. But I don't know.
What if we got a couple of meads in him?
Oh yeah.
You know what? Let's go do that.
Yeah. Let's go do some shots.
Everyone get a little bit liquid courage, and then we go have some fun, and then we figure out our second plan.
Let's see what happens with Jerry when he gets liquored.
I really like beer.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. Let's get
see-
Jerry
let's-
some beer.
You know what else, everybody? Jerry hasn't had something to eat. We should keep our eyes for any insects. You see an
Bugs,
insect?
Yeah.
Catch
oh
it.
yeah. Let's
Okay.
look. Ilya's just
Maybe.
gonna drop to her hands and knees on the ground and start like overturning rocks and just like kind of digging in the dirt.
Nice. Give me a
I
survival
like
check.
the ones that are kind of crunchy. Yeah.
Oh, natural 20.
Wow. Okay. You like
great use for that roll.
you turn over some rocks. There's not a whole lot there, and then you see like this rotting log just kind of close to the water's edge. Turn it over, and there's like it just like erupts with like cockroaches and worms and other like crustacean-y things.
Jerry, the buffet is open.
Oh, look at that.
Jerry's eyes get like huge, and he has this like it's kind of like a butterfly net, but that goes on the ground and kind of scoops up bugs.
Yeah,
You know,
Butterfly scoop.
a butterfly
Nice.
scoop, and just goes up and just gets himself like a handful.
nice.
Is it like in The Lion King, when they turn over that rotten log and they like
Yes.
slurp up the bugs?
Gross.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, but don't you guys think that those bugs looked kind of delicious?
They did kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
They did a pretty good job of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Akumata?
Hakuna Matata.
Akuna Matata.
I missed it.
Akumata fuck.
Akumata.
Did we just copyright infringe? Was that Disney?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure Disney listens to our podcast.
Yes. 100%.
Of course they do.
Disney
This is
execs.
A+ material.
Yeah, they're gonna adapt a cartoon version of this for Disney Plus any day now. Yeah, yeah,
So you guys head out for drinks, right?
Yeah.
yeah. Ilya's gonna be like juggling knives as she walks. Maybe not knives because that seems unsafe in a crowd. I'm sure maybe some rocks that she found on the ground and just kind of like
Cool.
juggling as she walks,
Nice. Give me a
winking at
performance
people.
check.
Just a 14.
14. Yeah, it's pretty good. And a couple of the Witchlight hands that are meant to entertain while people are walking around sort of notice this and start dancing around you for a little bit and kind of like forms a crowd. And there's like a little jig going on. And then you kind of continue and stuff. But you can tell that elevates the mood a little bit. Like, birds start kind of flying over and chirping around you as that happens. Then they flutter away. And eventually you make it to the feasting orchard, and you can see a lot of people having some drinks. There's like mead being poured from barrels, just sort of like lined up as kind of like a tap system, and then just like these rows of tables of people inhaling an insane amount of these cupcake custard things. And you hear someone yell out that it's the end of the competition. They're like, "And that's time! All right, next group of people that want to be in the competition here, you line up at the table down at the end, and we're going to get started."
So as this is happening, he's making an announcement. Kix is gonna do like along the row of tables. He's gonna do backflip after backflip after backflip, like from one table to the next.
Nice. Give me a performance check.
That'd be a 6.
Nice. So you're doing it across the table. What's your modifier?
2. So he's got 8.
8.
You're
So you're
stepping
you're doing these backflips, but it's like the leftover custard is being flung up at people's faces as you're doing it. And they're all like, "Oh, Mom, it's in my eyes." Get the idiot on the table, please get off. Kids are like, there's a couple of kids like crying. Like the birds, like one of them dies and falls like on the ground.
The custard?
Yeah, it's like in the custard. You can tell like some of the music that you're hearing is like a bit like discordant now. You know, it's like a little bit gloomy, but then it sort of lightens up again.
That was terrible.
Well, I tried.
Yeah.
That was like the
It's
first
slippery.
time, right?
Yeah.
I didn't plan it. So if it's not planned, well then I got to practice.
I think it's the custard. I blame the custard entirely.
I'm slippery.
It is slippery. I thought I was gonna get some
Goopy.
grip on it
Yeah.
with the custard because it's got a sort of grainy, but
No.
it just slips. It's nasty shit.
Yeah.
All right, Jerry, you say you want a beer?
Jerry's already standing there actually with 4 tankards, 2 in each hand, looking up at you guys with puppy dog eyes like, is
Yes.
it time?
Jerry, that's all for you?
No, I was going to share.
Oh, Jerry, that's so
That was
nice.
very thoughtful. I didn't even see how fast you did that.
Is one for you?
I don't drink the beer, thanks.
Oh,
Have gluten issues.
What?
what's gluten?
Gluten? Gluten, I think it's called.
That doesn't sound like a real thing.
It's
I
like a
don't know.
magical affliction, like a Feywild situation.
Yeah, it just makes me fart a lot mostly.
Oh.
Speaking of farting a lot, the custard competition's about to start. One of the group of you sit down, grab this table over here. I don't have very many people do it tonight, so I'll tell you what, I'll give you a discount. Only half of you are going to have to punch your tickets. Go on ahead, grab a seat. Yep, right there, that's good.
Yeah, I sit down.
I'll sit down. With 2 tankards in front of me, one in front of Kix, one in front of Ilya.
Nice.
Illy's gonna quickly chug the beer.
Well, it's save room for the custard. Yeah, it's an eating competition. You want to, maybe use that to wash it down. Okay, so the name of the game is here. Hey, bring over the big trays. And these Witchlight hands bring over like almost endless trays of these custard cakes that are just like piled high like little pyramids in front of each of you. So the name of the game is you have about a minute. You got to eat as many of these as you can. And at the end, he pulls like this little vial from his chest, from his pocket, and says, the winner gets one of these. I'll tell you what it is at the end if you're the winner. And he puts it back away.
Mystery liquid.
So as the rest of the tables are getting ready, we'll have the group of you figure out what your strategy is here. And we're going to get started. You're going to hear me hit that gong over there. It's going to go gong, and then we're going to eat. You can have 60 seconds.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen here is when that happens, I'll just read out the rules because it'll be a little easier. You can swallow a cupcake in about 3 seconds. Hold on. A contestant can swallow a cupcake in about 3 seconds and safely eat as many cupcakes as 3 plus its constitution modifier. So whatever 3 plus your con mod is right now, that's how many you can safely eat, but you're trying to beat everybody else. So for each additional cake eaten, the contestant must succeed on a DC 10 con save or take 1d8 custard damage to their health. So you don't actually like take at the end of this you'll get like your health back. That we're just using your health modifier for how much custard you can take before you basically pass out and vomit. And then you keep doing that until the end of the timer, and then we see who the potential winner is.
On it.
Cool.
I'm actually pretty good at eating.
So the you hear the. Do you need something, Dwayne?
I'm just looking.
I don't think custard rules are in the
Yeah,
place.
there should be custard rules in here somewhere.
PHP, it's page 497 in the PHP.
Custard.
I've got it here. No, it's okay. We can go ahead. We can go ahead and just keep going.
Do the
Yeah,
okay.
I'll just go up here.
All right, everybody, get ready. It's we're starting in 3, 2, 1, gong. So everybody, just like you kids, a bunch of other people, just like inhaling these little cupcakes as fast as you can. They're surprisingly delicious. And so the group of you would have eaten 3 plus your con modifier without too much issue. How much is that for everybody so far?
6.
5 for me.
5.
Benedict is not eating them.
Oh, you're just sitting there?
He's doing that thing where you pretend like, they're just kind of crumbling them and dropping them on the ground beside him.
How much can Kix eat?
He can't eat. I'm gonna try to cast minor illusion with my little puppet.
Okay.
And see if I can make him disappear. But I'm just looking to sort of see if I can actually
Okay.
do that.
We'll come back to that. If you're not
He won't eat them. They
Hicks
look like
and
shit.
and Benedis aren't eating, we'll get Ilya and Jerry to make rolls. So give me con rolls, and you can go as far as you want until the maximum of your health. But I'll roll your damage modifiers.
So I'm doing a con save right now.
Con save for 10.
How much damage do we take?
1d8.
I rolled a 15.
Okay, so you're good. So you get +1 to your keep track of how many you've eaten.
Okay.
So I think you had 5 initially.
So I have 6 now.
6 now. Okay.
What do you get with a natural 20? Nothing?
We can maybe say you get 2.
And I can roll again?
Yeah. You can keep going until you're either passed out from too much custard or
That was a 5.
nice.
So I take damage, I'm
You
guessing.
take damage. The 1d8
1d8?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
of custard damage.
It's for real. Where's this?
There's a gnome next to you that's eating an unreal amount of
6 points of custard damage. Brutal.
6 points of custard damage. I
Oh.
love this. It's getting all over their clothes, all over their.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I take another more custard damage.
Nice. Oh, I was supposed to. roll
Oh,
a
man.
couple for-
By now, Ilya's looking pretty green. She's
Looking
like,
pretty gross.
Yeah, I think this around this time Ilya taps out. She's like, she's feeling sick.
Okay.
She just remembered she's lactose intolerant. She's like,
Nice.
oh shit.
Okay, you got
Jerry's
you got one more roll left. You got one more. I just finished.
That's it. Okay.
Jerry,
Okay.
Jerry,
Jerry.
Jerry, Jerry.
All right, that's time for everybody.
Jerry ate 18 custards.
Holy shit!
Oh my God, Jerry!
The little gnome ate 11, so you beat him by a landslide. The other people couldn't cut it. What was Kix trying to do?
He was going to cast minor illusion, and so like in the are they like little cups of custard?
No,
or
they're like little cakes.
little cakes.
They're like piled up.
okay. And do they have like wrappers to them or nothing like that?
No, it's just like a
okay.
piled up bunch of cakes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make my pile disappear.
Okay, sounds good.
That's all. That's all that I was going to do.
All right.
After Jerry's done his 18th custard and the competition's over, Jerry's going to reach across the table and grab a custard from Ilya's pile and start eating it.
Nice.
Jerry, you're a beast.
I like to eat.
Yeah.
I thought you said you only eat bugs.
Oh, my bugs are my favorite.
Wow, that was impressive, especially after you just fill your stomach on bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And beer.
Imagine if you come here hungry. This might be a thing. Maybe you'll be the king champion of custard
The Custard King.
Do
eating.
you think so?
Maybe.
Oh.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we have our winner for tonight. It is my hobgoblin friend here. What's your name?
Jerry.
Oh, this is Jerry. Everybody give a hand or an applause to our friend Jerry.
Custard
Way to
King.
go, Jerry.
Custard
Unfortunately,
King.
at the end of the table here, I have a someone trying to cheat with the rules. Young man, if you think you're the first one to try to use magic to win the cupcake competition, I'm sorry, that's not going to work. And he waves his hand, and all the cupcakes come back. And he's like, so let's give a boo for this guy at the end of the table here. Boo. But for you, sir, my agreement or the prize, as I said, and he holds out the vial, is one of these. And he takes one of the cupcakes and pours it on top of it, hands it to you, and he says, that, sir, is for you. A consolation prize, not a consolation prize, the actual prize. First prize, this is a potion of invisibility, but is now a cupcake of invisibility. Enjoy it. You'll have to eat the whole thing, though. Eating just a bite of it will waste it.
Do I have to eat it now?
No, you don't have to eat it now, as long as you want. Might get mold on it in a few days, but, you know.
Okay.
That won't stop Jerry. He's
No.
the Cupcake King. Wow, that was incredible.
Now, way to go, Jerry. I've never seen anybody eat so many cupcakes.
Yeah.
Thank
It
you.
just kind of physically doesn't make sense for how big you are and how big the cupcake are and how many cupcake you eat. That's good.
Hobgoblins have an ability to eat.
Do you have an extra stomach?
I don't know. I've never seen inside a hobgoblin.
Me neither.
More important, you probably feel a bit more big right now.
Little more confident.
Yeah, not big, tall, like big, like a man. Not a man, because you're not a man, but
little girthy.
you know what I'm trying to say, right? You look,
You're
your
saying I'm-
emotion feel big, your
You're saying
pride.
I'm fat.
No, Jerry, I'm trying to say that you did good and you should feel good.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good talk.
Can the group of you give me perception checks, please?
Happily. Natural 20.
Wow, bugs and perception checks.
I'm telling you, this is the dice tonight.
Also a natural 20.
Wow, okay, jeez.
9.
21.
What? Man, you guys are on fire.
I was too busy trying to talk to Jerry.
So, yeah, maybe Benedus has his back to where you guys are looking, and the three of Kix and Ilya and Jerry are looking in the opposite direction. You see Witch and Light come storming out of the little tent that connecting to their staff area, and they quickly approach Pin and Gort. And you can see Witch just grab Pin by the scruff of his neck, and he's like, where is it? And there's like Witch behind him like, I can't believe you. And, you know, he's just like having like this moment, making like a big scene. People around them are starting to watch, and the ground around them just starts to like darken. Clouds start forming overhead, and like the music and the whole fair just starts like, you know, it kind of gets like dark and gloomy. It's like kind of a wispy bit of winds passes by. It's cold, kind of feels damp. You can tell like whatever their mood is right now is clearly unhappy and greatly affecting the mood of the fair. We're an hour in already. I feel like that went by really fast. But
Time
we're
for custard?
time for some custard. We're going to have our own little custard break. We'll see y'all in just a minute. Hey, we're back from our snack break. Bree has done a great job of torturing us. That sounds odd. Yeah.
Are you still feeling sexy, Gavin?
Yeah, I've got some sexy in me.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Horrible.
that was the worst.
Bree has traumatized us.
Traumatized. That was the word I was looking for. Where were you like 10 seconds ago?
It's fine. We don't have to talk about it.
Right.
Never again.
Please no.
We're not going to talk about it.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't like the sound of that.
Anyways.
Anyways, yeah, so you're in the feasting orchard. You've seen Mr. Witch and Mr. Light approach the two Witchlight hands that had originally fed them, and you pretended to be them. And Mr. Witch has now got Pin, the gnome, by the scruff of the neck. You can see he's like, where is it?
Should we reveal that we have it right now?
That's not part of the plan.
Well, we have to. They need
What
to know.
we need is to get an audience with them, right?
We don't want to just stand on the table and be like,
No. I think we just go over and say calmly, we have what you're looking for. We need to go talk in private. Or we know what you're looking for. How about that? If we say we have it, we might just get killed.
should I give it to Briar and have him fly away so that we don't have it on us?
That's a good idea. I think that they'll probably kill us for it.
This is good.
Yeah, I'll slip I'm gonna like loop the watch's chain around Briar's neck and make sure it's like nice and secure.
Sure.
And I'll quickly send him away.
Okay.
Like just flying.
Like less than 100 feet.
Oh yeah, I'll get him to like roost in a tree somewhere so that
Yeah,
he's
out
like,
of sight.
Yeah.
Cool. I like it.
Okay, who is the representative? Jerry? You want to do the talking?
Absolutely, Jerry should be.
Come on, this is your big day. You're just the Custard King.
What would I?
Let's be. Just tell them what we have. No, don't. Just
Tell them we
Kix
know
maybe
what
it's you.
we know
Kix.
what you're looking for.
we know what you're looking for, Jerry.
Okay. Oh, if Benedis wants me to, I'll do it.
I want you to.
Yeah, I know you can do it, Jerry.
You're the Custard
You
King.
are the Custard King.
Okay.
Just don't mention that you have it.
Yeah, we don't have it.
We
Tell-
know
tell-
where it is.
We know
Yeah,
what
we
you're
know who
looking
has
for.
it.
We know what you're looking for.
We know what you're looking for. Let's go talk in private.
Jerry's gonna walk up to them where there's altercations going on.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna stand there like 3 feet from them, looking up at them with like his big hobgoblin puppy dog eyes.
Oh, Jerry, right? Yeah. Nothing to see here. Everything's great. I hope you guys are having fun at the fair. I know we had that little chat. I hope it wasn't too, confrontational. But here, have some extra tickets for rides, and we'll see you at the Witchlight Monarch. Go ahead, go on.
Mr. Witch?
Yeah, Mr. Witch.
Mr.
No, I'm
Light.
Light. That's Mr. Witch.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Light.
Yeah.
Oh,
Benedict gives Jerry a little bump from
yeah.
behind.
I'm supposed to say we have what you're looking for.
No, we know.
I'm doing it wrong.
You have what we're looking for? Mr.
Unless
Witch turns
something-
around. What?
We know.
We know.
Tell me you
we
have-
know what you're. You're looking for something.
Come with me. And he like storms off, and Mr. Light's like, Mr. Witch, just remember we have members at the fair or guests of the fair. And he kind of storms off. Quick, follow us, please. And he heads towards the staff area again. And I'm guessing you guys follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does everybody follow?
Yeah.
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 I'll
Okay.
telepathically indicate for Briar to kind of like follow, but like stay in my vicinity. Like
Okay.
Briar's gonna be around.
Okay, sounds good. The briar closes, or the bush closes behind you, and Mr. Witch goes to approach you quite aggressively with his cane and says, "Look, you have no idea what that watch means to this fair. The fair wouldn't exist without it. I don't know what you're up to, what your plan is, but we need that now," and stamps it on the ground. And you can actually feel like the ground sort of like shudder a little bit when he does that.
You can have mine if it makes you feel better.
I don't want your watch. I
Jerry
want
actually
my
has a-
watch.
What's
that?
Jerry actually has a pocket watch.
Oh, he does. He holds it out. If you hold it out, he like smacks it away. It lands on the ground.
Oh.
Where is
Hey.
it?
Mind your hands on Jerry.
I want my watch back.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a possibility.
What are you
you
willing
need
to
to-
give
yeah.
for it?
Yeah.
What do you mean I have to pay for it? You want free tickets to the fair or something? I'm not giving you any money.
No, not money. I have money.
We need some information.
All we want is some words.
We tried to have a conversation. He brushed us off.
This again. We've already told you we don't know anything.
And I guess we don't know
No.
where the watch is.
I guess we don't know what the hourglass is also, eh?
Mr. Witch, we do only have an hour before the Witchlight Monarch. Maybe this is something we take to our caravan. Everybody, let's maybe just move on a little bit.
I don't want to go to a second location with you two. You're being shady.
Okay, well,
Very shady.
and Witch casts his hand to make sure that the briars like close behind them. He's like, okay, good. Well, maybe this is something we can talk about. What is it you need to know?
What's the hourglass coven?
Look, Mr. Witch and I, and Witch gives Light this look, and he's like, look, we need to tell them or we're going to be in a bit of trouble here. We need the watch back. If we tell you what's going on, will you leave us alone? Will we get the watch back?
We
Yeah.
only want to get what we need back ourselves. We're in the same position as you. We're not looking for any enemies. We're just looking for information. So yes, that's correct.
Fine. The Witchlight Carnival is not originally ours. We owned a carnival in the Shadowfell. A similar thing, but not as fun a fair. There's another fair owner. His name's Isolade. He was the original owner of this carnival, not called the Witchlight Carnival. I think it was just some carnival name. I forget the name. It's been many years. And we had crossed paths many years ago. And after a few drinks, thought it would be interesting, after not being able to agree whose fair was the most interesting and best, to exchange ownership so each of us could experience it, with the agreement that when we cross paths again, that we would trade fairs back. Mr. Witch pipes up. And that hasn't happened yet. The reason it hasn't happened yet is, to be honest, we don't want it to. Look, we like the Witchlight Fair. We don't want to go back to Shadowfell. It's a dark place. We like being happy people. This is where the Witchlight, or sorry, the Hourglass Coven comes in. They're from Prismere, the Feywild. That's where we're from, or that's where the carnival's from. They know the origin of this story, and they've made it clear that they will bring back Isolade to their realm in order for us to exchange carnivals again. And that Witch and Light and I obviously don't want that. So they've said in exchange, we will let them steal from anybody who comes to the fair and doesn't pay for a ticket or does anything that they shouldn't. Essentially, doing a ride without paying for it, breaking into the fair without paying for it, and we just turn a blind eye to it. And that's if you've seen around, you might have seen like little shadow people or something. That's the hags minions, let's call them, will come out and steal something, and that's what would have happened to the group of you, whether it was a physical item or mental or whatever it is. They take that and they use it for their own purpose. That's where your stuff's going to be. It's going to be with the hags. We have no control over it. I mean, our hands are tied. We want to keep this fair going. We made that agreement with them.
But
that's the
So
reality of
undo
it.
the agreement. Switch the fairs.
You're not being rightful.
Well,
You're being sneaky and trying to keep something that does not belong to you.
we think we do a better job of running this fair, and Isolade
Yeah,
apparently
people are
did a
being
great...
stolen from the fair.
People are being stolen.
I cannot write. You know how badly I want to tell someone with a letter that I love them? I cannot do that. That doesn't sound like a big deal, maybe, in the
Right,
grand scheme of
I get it,
things.
I
But
get it.
you're,
And look at what you've done to Jerry.
yeah, he lost. Jerry, what'd you lose again?
He looks terrible. He doesn't know how to dress himself.
That's true. He is. I
like
was a
his
little
boots.
concerned about his ability to enter the fair with his attire, but look, we want to make this right, and if you guys want to get involved, maybe you should go to Prismere and get your stuff back, and if you can deal with the Hourglass Coven, we can all win there, and
Oh, the four of us are going to go to Strange Land and meet with a bunch of hags and just get our thing back. It sounds easy, right?
It might be. They're not very intelligent, and then you seem like an intelligent bunch, in considering the scenario we're currently in. I don't know what else you want from us.
Some more specifics. Like, we go to Feywild, and then what?
You would have to seek out each of these hags, whoever has your stuff.
Do you have a map
How
of
do you-
Prismere?
Do I have a map of Prismere? No, I don't.
How do you contact them?
I can't. They contact us. But,
How did they contact you?
Mr. Witch, look, we have to tell them. Just tell them. Okay. Can this wait till after the Witchlight Monarch? It's the most important event of the night. This is one of my favorites. why don't we do this after? I promise. If you just give us the watch back, wait until after the Witchlight Monarch. No, you're shaking your head, but I promise. I can give you something else in exchange, just not the Witchlight Vein, because I need that in order to do the Monarch. After, I can show you how to communicate and how to get to Prismere.
What if your Witchlight Vein goes missing?
Well, I need that in order to do the Monarch, and he's holding it.
Why do you need the watch?
The watch sets up and tears down the whole carnival. The Witchlight Vein manages the mood of the
Well, you
carnival.
can have the watch after. You don't need to tear down the carnival just yet.
That's
Okay.
true.
Yes, we don't need the watch. We just need the information.
You're right. We don't need the watch. And
We'll have
Mr.
a meeting
Witch.
after.
Okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. We can show you there is a way to get into Prismere from here. And that's how the hags send their minions in. We'll show you how to use that. But after the Witchlight Monarch, the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch, do we have a deal?
Excuse
Ilya
me.
sticks at her hand.
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
I think aren't we doing the work that they're supposed to do? Like, shouldn't they make this all right and we're doing it?
Well, we're just trying to get our stuff back.
Oh, and we're not allowed to enter there. We physically can't.
I like your thinking, though, Jerry. I think they owe us something.
But it sounds like they're willing to give us a little extra.
A little extra what?
Well, that's what you
I mean,
say. If we wait to...
I can show you how to get in there. There's a portal essentially that you can use, that you can summon to get to Prismere, and that's how you're going to enter. It's a little involved. I don't want to do that till after the Witchlight Monarch. It's going to get complicated. Can
Oh,
we
I
just-
want to see the monarchs there.
Yeah, I would
Right,
like,
me too.
I would
It's
like to
my
see-
favorite part of the fair, and his
Okay.
Witchlight Veins,
So we can give you the watch after then? And-
which is noticeably uncomfortable. Well, I mean, I suppose I don't need it for. Where do you have it? Are you taking good care of it? If we lose that, the fair is gone, and that's not good for anybody. Sure, we're maybe the fair owners that shouldn't be, but the people here love it, and you'd be doing them a disservice.
It's in safe hands.
Safe?
Not really hands.
It's safe.
It's safe.
It is safe.
Right. Okay. Good. I'm gonna let you back out of the staff area, and we'll see you at the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch, and
Alright.
then we'll connect after, okay? And then
Yes.
and then we'll sort this all out. We'll get the watch back, and we'll show you how to get to Prismere. Deal?
Yes, yes.
Sounds like a good plan.
Easy squeezy.
Good.
Mr. Light, I have one little second of privacy with you for a second.
Sure.
And he'll just step aside and he'll lean into his ear and whisper something.
Oh.
Secret
And-
note
Secret notes.
passing.
And he'll cast suggestion on him as he whispers that. Did you read that?
Would you like my reading glasses?
I can make my chicken scratch nicer.
Yes, please. I can read some of it, but I'm like,
Just text them.
I'm like, what is that? I'm not good with handwriting, Tash.
Maybe
It says-
Gavin also had his
I mean-
ability to read taken away.
No, it's his. It's fitting because Benedis lost his
That's
ability
what
to
Benedict
write.
lost. I just made it a bit simpler there.
Ah, good. Okay. Which light or light looks at you?
How does suggestion work?
Oh yes. Give me a. Oh, I have to make a save. What's your save?
That's what I was just looking up.
I probably fail. I rolled a 5.
Oh, you failed.
Right. I'll see what I can do.
You will do.
Yes. Good. And he waves his hand, and the thing opens. The bush. We'll see you at the crowning. Good luck.
Yeah, we'll see you there.
Take care of my watch.
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
And it closes.
Well, that went really well.
That was better than I expected.
You're really good.
Jerry, you were so brave there at the beginning.
Yeah.
I thought I did it wrong.
No, you did
No,
great.
you did a great job.
Mhm.
You distracted them, got their attention, Jerry.
Remember the part when they were like, "What do you want?" And then you were like, "Information."
That's right.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
remember that part? Yeah. Oh, that was really cool. Remember when they were like, "Oh, well, we're not gonna give you anything," and then we were like, "Well, then I guess you're not gonna get your watch back,
Can
are
I?
you?"
Speaking of the watch, maybe we should just get it back in our hands now to be sure.
Oh yeah. And Ilya will call Briar, and Briar will land on her shoulder and they pocket the watch.
Cool. Great. Do you guys go do anything while you wait for the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch, or you just sort of browse around waiting for that event?
Ilya really is really gunning for that monarch crown. So at any she's almost manically trying to entertain people. Like she's like making funny faces at children and like juggling and like dancing and like it's like almost embarrassing how much she's like.
Give me a set of performance rules.
Okay, how many?
Let's do 3.
Okay. 22.
Wow.
7.
You injure one of the children. The lady stabbed me with that knife.
And 14.
14, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, you're doing relatively well. And, people are starting to kind of like gather around you thinking that you're maybe part of the fair. Like kids are following you. You're like, yeah. And like Kix is getting in there too and doing some stuff. Does Kix do anything?
No, he just like supports like from behind,
Okay.
and he'll like be clapping and get kind of get people sort of behind the scenes, like cheering
into it.
for. Yeah,
He's
cheering
used
for.
to this behavior.
Yeah.
Nice.
Seen this before.
Yeah, it's not long before the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch is announced, and you can just hear the Witchlight hands around the carnival announcing it. And just like the Big Top extravaganza, everybody starts gathering towards the Big Top tent, and everybody takes their seats and everything. Let me just bring up my notes on this part, wherever it might be. Yeah, so as you go in there, it's just more of like a stage setup in the center part of the ring now. Light is at the center stage with lights shining down on him, as well as that monochromatic looking fellow that you had seen before. I'm not sure you got his name.
The mime.
The mime looking guy.
Yeah.
And both of them are standing up on a podium. And then you can see Mr. Witchbring being brought in with Dilligron, that big cat, is pulling him behind like kind of a very fancy-looking sort of cart.
Oh.
And there's like these wispy dragons like sort of flying around him, and he's holding a very big box. And there's like these gold butterflies fluttering around it. And as he stops, he walks up the stairs of the stage and hands it to that little monochromatic mime guy who stands there holding it. And Mr. Witch stands next to Mr. Light. At that point, everything kind of goes silent. Everybody is all hushed. And Mr. Light steps forward and rubs his hands. He's kind of like big smile. You can see he has fresh makeup on ever since Kix washed it off in his juggling extravaganza. And he says, well, as we bring another glorious evening of the Witchlight Carnival to an end, it is time for my personal favorite event, the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch. Now, the Monarch is someone here today who contributed to the mood of the fair the most, be that kindness, cheer, dancing, or anything else. This fair goer will be chosen by this, and he holds up the Witchlight Vein, which starts to like spin, and as it does, the room darkens even more, and it like all the energy sort of focuses around this thing. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, Witchlight Vein, reveal to us who is this evening's monarch. And he holds it, and as the Witchlight Vein spins, you can see it kind of like pulls him in different directions, right? It's sort of like, what is that called? Like a jousting rod?
A divining rod, yeah.
Right? And it's like kind of goes towards a crowd and then veers off, and it's just sort of like willy-nilly pulling him around until it starts to center around the group of you, actually. And as he approaches you, you can see that he's coming towards like Kix, and then kind of like veers off, goes to Benedis, and then like skims past Jerry and kind of locks in on Ilya, and it starts spinning a lot. And then he kind of like holds it up, and as he holds it up over Ilya, moves towards Jerry and says, I would like to announce this evening's Witchlight Monarch. And you can see he's physically like the veins like trying to go to Ilya, but he's like holding it.
Like, got
he's
her
like
hands
holding
up.
it,
Like,
looking at looking at Benedis, and he's like, I knight you the monarch.
Yay, Jerry!
And like,
Jerry,
and then
this
there's
is
like these
amazing.
fireworks, and everbery like erupts, and like the whole
Jerry
crowd
looks
like-
behind him.
Ilya has this
Jerry.
like frozen smile on her face. Her hands are up like that, like Miss,
the runner
Miss
crosses the finish
America,
line.
The loser.
who thinks she's about to win and she
Yeah.
didn't. She has to look cordial, and like you can just see her eyes are like starting to well with tears, and she's like, "Good job, Jerry."
That's
Please come here. And he just like grabs your hand and pulls you onto the stage. And like these clowns start dancing around you and they parade you around the stage. Witch and Light both have their arms linked with you. I feel like Jerry's just sort of like, and like kind of being dragged, but like
comfortable with this.
they're just like not willing to let you even move. Like they're just like taking over the scenario, and like people are throwing flowers and stuff. And
Jerry would be so uncomfortable. If he was a tortoise, he would crawl into a shell.
nice. Yeah, so as they finish up, everybody, they make announcements, they take some bows and say, well, another evening of the Witchlight Carnival, I bid you a good evening. And the lights go dim and they come on over all the seating, and everybody stands and starts making their way out. The group of the Witchlight Monarch, please join us. And he gestures to the group of you to join him on stage.
Jerry's going to take one of the flowers that somebody has thrown.
Yeah.
And just put it in his pocket as a souvenir.
Nice. Witch comes to you, and they put the crown on you, and also gets a little necklace. And the necklace pendant looks a lot like a butterfly that is on the Witchlight vein, and puts it around your neck. And he says, "This is the mark of the monarch, and it'll bring you good luck, and actually does have some magical properties as well. Physically, what that does, let me look it up here. The charm of the monarch is a butterfly necklace. You can sprout a pair of beautiful butterfly wings. As long as you have the wings, you gain a flying speed equal to your walking speed, and you gain +5 bonus on all charisma-based ability checks. These effects last for 1 hour. After you use this charm 3 times, it vanishes from you in the form of butterflies."
I'm furious with you, Tash. Do you know how useful that item would be to my specific character?
Jerry could give it to you, maybe.
Furious.
Ooh, it might actually work since she was clearly the one the vein was trying to choose. Anyways,
This would make Jerry
use it
feel
wisely.
so beautiful, though.
yes.
Doesn't go with your outfit.
Use it wisely. Right. And as people are shuffling out, maybe we go backstage and discuss the
Watch.
what's next for the monarch. And he quickly walks off stage. And as you guys get it to the back, they're like, "Okay, we've upheld our end of the deal. We're willing to show you the way to Prismere. We need the watch now.
Right now?
Now we need to show. We're gonna show you.
Is there ever 2 monarchs?
Is there ever 2 monarchs?
Yeah, like 2 crowns. Maybe
Um,
sometimes 2 people win at the same time.
No, sorry.
Yeah,
The vein chose the monarch.
Sometimes there can be 2 though, like a king and a queen.
There could, but we only have 1 necklace, so
They're like a.
There's always tomorrow,
We're going to Prismere tomorrow.
maybe.
Ilya?
Yeah.
So I'm Benedis. I think that you did this, and I really appreciate it.
How could I do this? No,
Jerry,
this is,
you
we
won.
saw the
You
vein.
won
Oh,
fair,
fair
and
and square, Jerry.
the vein doesn't
Jerry,
lie.
it's
It
for you.
chooses
Yeah.
you. You
It's
are
you,
the
Jerry.
I'll
monarch.
be the queen next year.
You
Yes.
ate so many cupcake.
Yeah, that's not
You
an easy
did eat a lot
competition.
of
No,
cupcakes.
he did. No, it
Yeah.
was disgusting.
Yeah.
And the Witchlight vein doesn't lie.
Yeah.
You are the monarch.
Okay.
But monarch aside, I will need that watch back.
So there's not like a backup prize, like a princess.
Well, you could have
You did well.
Yeah.
You tried.
Yeah, I did.
You just
try.
got beat out by Jerry. Why do you know what? Like, come on.
That's the worst part.
I know, but you can't just be graceful. Like, this is a thing for you.
Sometimes it's not about trying. It's about just going to
Winning is
the
winning
heart.
is what happens.
It's about the heart of the person, and yes.
Yeah, that's the joy of the monarch.
Yep. Ilya takes the watch out of her pocket and tosses it to Mr. Witch.
He catches it. Right. Follow us. Leads you out of the tent, and you head towards an area of the fair you haven't been yet, which was the Hall of Illusions, which is essentially like one of those mirror rooms, right? You head into there, and as you head in, what's interesting is you look into the mirrors, and you can see both everybody's like yourself, but everybody else's reflections. And Witch and Light lead the way. And as you walk through, you can see a younger self. And as you progress through, you can see yourself age and age and age until you get to your current age. And then it passes back through that into your twilight years. I'm curious what everybody looks like at this stage as you're looking through these mirrors into your reflection, what you used to like and what you will look like when you're much older.
Benedis will have hair on his head. He's not bald. The horn, the little single horn that he has, is much brighter and shinier, has more color.
Nice.
He does not have a mustache.
Oh,
He doesn't like that. And his clothes are like, it looks like he tried to make his own ringmaster outfit for himself.
Adorable.
It's bad.
amazing.
Jerry's gonna have a plaid sweater vest, definitely, and still like an apron with like a million pockets on it, and big rubber boots, and his hunchback will be even worse, and he'll have big thick Coke bottle spectacles.
Looks up and it's like all eyeballs in the I love it.
I think little Ilya, she was like born with her like gray and white hair, so then it's like very long and like pigtail braids, and she's kind of wearing like oversized like clothes. But she looks like actually like more unsure of herself. Like these days she's very like confident, but she's kind of got her arms crossed, is clearly very shy, and she like kind of changes as she gets into her teen years, like becomes more confident. And little old Ilya is just like a little like stooped little old lady. She's got a cane, but she clearly doesn't need it. Like it's just some kind of like ruse. Mm-hmm. And she's like kind of just a mischievous looking old woman.
I love it.
And Briar's still there, an aging owl.
Cute. Like he's all like grayed.
Yeah.
Now, like more gray than he normally is.
Yeah.
So Kix, when he was younger, he would have like the big puppy dog eyes, right? And it's like his hair would be like, you know, jet black. He had like his little nubbed horns would be just starting to poke through, and he had like a big, you know, like toothless smile on him.
Wait, you got younger and we got older?
It starts young.
It starts young and then
Did
goes
you
to
not
old.
hear the directions?
Oh, I did not. I went right for the old.
Well, you can. We'll come back if you want to talk
That's
about
all right.
young Jerry.
And so he would have had like little nubs on the back of his shoulders, like where his wings would have like started to grow, and like, you know, so you get little appendages back there, and big feet. He'd have a big feet, and big feet.
Of course.
Why wouldn't he? He's like a puppy dog, right? He's got puppy dog feet, and as he starts to age, he just gets a little more gangly, a little more teenagey, and as he grows past and grows into his older years, his hair becomes white. Right, his eyebrows become white, right, and then his horns would stay black. His horns would stay black, but his wings would actually shrivel and shrink down.
Oh my
right?
God!
Yeah, and to the point where they actually wouldn't even move. They wouldn't even come up and like they wouldn't even come up and like be able to kind of like expand open anymore.
Right.
And then he would start to, because he's carrying the weight, he'd start to hunch over a little bit. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So-
All right. So as you guys are passing by all these mirrors, looking at this, just, you know, seeing your younger years, obviously knowing what you look like yourselves now, and then, you know, inquisitively looking at yourselves in your years to come, Witch and Light eventually stop. And he says, okay, well, we're here, and kind of like looks around, make sure nobody's in. I guess there's not much else to cover other than, this is the entrance to the to Prismere. Any final questions?
How do we get back?
I think you'd probably be able to once you communicate with one of the hags.
We could get stuck.
Oh, that's not very confident.
Well, Prismere's complicated. I know there's this way in. There's got to be a way out that the hags are using with the like. This isn't going to be like some doorway on the other side, if that's what you're asking.
Listen, I mean, I like you guys, obviously.
You do?
Yeah, but Kix, I mean, all we lost was a doll.
It was our doll.
Yeah. It's
Well,
our doll.
our doll.
We shared it.
I was actually going to ask you about that because it seems like what you lost is not a big thing. So maybe there's a reason why you don't understand it's as big as it is to you.
I mean, it's like sentimental, obviously. Like, we didn't know our dad, but he like left us this doll. So like, obviously we
Well,
care about it.
That's pretty big.
But do we want to go on this dangerous quest where we might get stuck in the Feywild forever?
Well, you certainly won't be stuck in there forever. It's just a matter of how you get out. It's I just can't answer that. I'm not sure. Like, when you get to the other side, whoever you communicate with, you will find a way out.
You just always hear stories, right? Like, oh, you go to the Feywild and you eat some honey cakes and then you have to stay there forever. And then when you come out when you do come out, it's 300 years later and everyone you know is dead. You know, that kind of thing.
Well, we've been to the Feywild with the carnival, and it's not like that.
Oh.
So how did you get back then?
We haven't been allowed back since because of our agreement with the hags.
No, how did you get back to here from there?
Well, the carnival's magical. We've essentially just, the watch forms
right.
a portal and we go through it.
Oh.
Much like we're about to do right now.
Oh, okay.
So is the portal formed?
It hasn't formed yet.
So can we just find the carnival?
Potentially, that might be a way out, and then communicate with us there. Right. Okay. In that case, he holds out his hand, stands before a mirror, and says, "Hither, thither, here and there, wander yonder, show me where." And two of these mirrors sort of like turn from glass into almost like liquid, form together, and start making like this swirl. And he says, "Well, there is your entrance to hither, or Prismere."
Kix dives through.
Nice.
Yeah, just jumps right through it.
Let me just show you a photo here of what you're looking at.
Benedis reaches his hand out to Jerry and says, "Jerry, are you coming?"
Everybody I know is right here, so yes. And Jerry will grab Benedis's hand and step through. That's
So Kix has jumped in head first.
He's the
You're
first one through.
You kind of feel like you're free falling, but in a safe way, not like dangerously fast. Jerry and Benedis also jump in. And Elia, you're going last, about to step in, and you hear Witch from a distance. As you're in there, mind the rule of threes, future, present, and past. And Light says, and find the alicorn and free the dormant queen at last. And as he turn around and say, "What?" the portal just goes, and it goes black.
And I'm still on the other side?
No, as you're passing through the portal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Find the alicorn.
And free the dormant queen.
What the hell?
What the hell? What is he talking about?
Mind the rule of three.
Future, past, and present.
Find the alicorn.
So the group of you, like I said, feel essentially like you're free falling until you can feel like you're standing on something, but it's still dark. And then this mist just sort of like dissipates from around you, and now you're somewhere completely different. You stand at the edge of a raised and broken causeway, which is essentially a highway, under a hazy twilit sky. The causeway, which has been built from basically pale stones, are glowing faintly, kind of like within them. And this thing towers over like the surrounding landscape. So you're like high up on like this raised highway, probably 100 feet off of the ground. And as you look around, you can see that large sections of this causeway are broken or collapsed. So it's like a road that went on for almost looks like forever, but like huge chunks of it have fallen away. You can see like another piece of the causeway, and then that one's broken off. And then beneath you is just sort of like this fog, dense fog that you can't see through, shrouding what is essentially smells like a swamp that spreads out below you in all directions. And up from it is like this murky wafts of like rotting plants, as well as like, I call it like the music nature of like this symphony of croaking frogs and singing birds.
Oh. Smells bad here.
This is beautiful and terrifying together.
Yes, it stinks.
Stinks as fog.
Yeah, and frogs as well.
I have a question. If does anybody actually know anything about this place? Because I I mean, a family is like my grandpa's, family is from here or something, but I don't hear stories when I was a kid or nothing. I don't really know what to expect.
Can you give me no, what would it be? Let's go wisdom check there, Benedict.
4.
4. So
You know nothing.
while you're standing there, you get the 4. You get the nagging sense that whatever you've lost is here, is in this realm, is nearby. The rest of you don't get this sense, but the direction, you have no idea. You just know it's here.
Shouldn't we just follow the causeway?
Maybe.
You can fly, and I guess now so can I. Maybe because where it's broken, we could just fly over the broken.
Do you all feel that?
Feel what?
It's a thing is here.
What thing?
That what we're looking for, this is the place.
I like your positive attitude.
No, it's just something inside of me that says this is the place, but I don't know where.
Hey, does the rule of threes mean anything to you guys?
Well, it said future, past, and present.
You heard that too?
Yes?
Yeah. What they said?
Yeah, that's the rules.
And the alicorn, you know anything about
I
that?
don't know what's an alicorn. It's maybe like a unicorn, but with many more corns.
Well, it's an owl corn.
Oh, owl corn.
No, I don't think it's owl.
I thought it
You
was
said
all
owl
corn, like all the corns, not just one corn, not just unicorn.
No, it's owl corn. It's like
Well, that's
Briar
confusing.
with a horn on his head.
That'd be cool.
Owl corn.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of weird that they said that, hey?
Did they say anything else?
And they said we have to free the dormant queen. They said it like really fast, just as I was going through. They're like, hey, Ilya, before you go. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. And then the portal closed. Pshoom.
Free a dormant queen.
That could be you, Jerry.
I'm the dormant queen?
Well, you're the monarch, allegedly.
That makes sense, Jerry.
Ilya, maybe I can have a word with you for a second.
Oh, yeah.
Jerry and Kix, why don't we start walking and you two go ahead a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Ilya,
When Jerry walks ahead, he's looking down at the necklace that he has.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's all like, wow.
You did a good job, Jerry.
Thanks, Kix.
How did you eat that many muffins?
I really like food. Sort of a thing.
Just went one after the other.
Yeah. I think
Did you?
I could have done better, maybe.
Did you like just take one hand and then just have another muffin in the other hand and just like?
Yeah, I can just open my throat and.
Amazing.
Nice.
Speaking of Jerry being hungry, unlike in the carnival, where there was basically no bugs or anything, like this place is covered in bugs. Like there's flies and you can hear frogs. There's like bugs on you right now.
It's like a buffet.
Yeah, it's like it smells and looks like a swamp.
Jerry's just gonna be like randomly eating bugs.
Just like stuff off of his
Yeah.
sleeve.
And, like he'll look over at Kix and see like a centipede crawling over Kix's shoulder and just take it and slurp it.
Thanks, Jerry.
Yeah, sure.
Ilya will hang back with Benedict. Yeah, what is it?
look, I just want to say, I'm sure it's obvious to you, and you probably already figured it out, but back there at the Monarch thing, I kind of use a spell to put on to make Jerry be the winner. And I
Ilya
know...
looks genuinely shocked. She had absolutely no idea that Benedict had done this.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Well,
Give me a spell.
Well, I just, when we were talking to them, I do a suggest spell, so he thinks what I tell him, and I just said that Jerry should be the winner.
You cheated?
I cheated, yes.
You
And
cheated me?
I did, and this is why.
Ilya slaps Benedict hard.
Okay.
I'll never,
No, just...
ever forgive you for this.
Okay, that's big, but if you let me explain a little bit more, I just wanted to make our friend have some more confidence and understand that he's...
What about my confidence?
This is not something you lack. You are...
You don't know. You just met me today. You have no idea what I go through or how I feel inside my heart.
I've had many centuries of life, and I can see things on people pretty quick.
How dare you?
Listen, I know this was going to upset you. It's why I want to explain.
Oh, you knew, but you did
And
it anyways.
I did,
Well,
yes.
I don't forgive you if you're saying
well,
sorry.
I'm not asking for forgiveness.
Well, then that's just fine. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. And Ilya storms off.
Well,
As you storm off, you don't get very far.
She's just following Kixen, Jerry.
Because you guys come to the end of the causeway that has collapsed, and you can see the other part is miles away. And as you look down, again, there's just this shroud of fog. You can kind of hear the gurgling of swamp water and muck and stuff and frogs. Can't really see it, but as you look down, you get about 100 feet below you.
Shall we fly?
you might want to save your flying thing.
He said I could do it 3 times.
Yeah, but we have 2 other friends that can fly, so
They can fly?
no, I don't think they can.
We can't fly.
They can fly.
But can you carry one and I carry one?
If
You guys are little.
If you compare my body weight to Kix's body weight,
No, you don't worry about us. You guys just go ahead. Kix and I are going to be just fine. You guys go ahead. You fly across and we'll catch up. Or
Jerry's
maybe
gonna-
we won't.
Jerry's gonna reach over and see the bramble scratches on Ilya
Mm-hmm.
and just put his hand on them and heal her
Oh, thanks, Jerry.
for 9 hit points, unless you have.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that brings me right up to full. Thanks, Jerry.
You're welcome.
Ilya is still notably quite warm to Jerry. She does not hold him accountable.
She like goes over the top, like, what a nice friend.
Yeah, I know. In fact, that's exactly what she does. And she's like, oh, that necklace looks really good on you.
Do you think so?
Yeah, it looks really nice.
yes, I agree, Jerry. I think you very much deserved it.
You know what I really like about you, Jerry? I like how honest you are. And I think I've noticed that you're someone who would never willfully hurt someone's feelings.
And I
you would
like
never
that.
be
I
deceptive.
think you're a very understanding person, and you would know that sometimes people do things for reasons that maybe aren't obvious to them, and that's still okay.
And I think that it's nice that you would always own up to a mistake and you would understand that like it's not okay to do things that hurt people's feelings.
And
You know
I
when
think that if
parents-
someone tried to explain to you why they did a thing that was maybe not the best choice at the time, but it felt right, that you would be a big enough person to listen to what they had to say and make those considerations before judging anything.
How's Jerry feel like right now?
Do you know when parents are fighting, but they're trying to be coy around the kids, and like Jerry's like a little kid, like looking over at Ilya, and then looking over at Benedict, and then looking over at Ilya. His eyes are really big.
Oh my god, I love it.
Benedict walks away and just hangs out beside Kix for a little bit.
That was confusing.
Well, anyways, you guys should go fly across, and I guess we'll see you later.
Well, I don't think we should split up. I think there's.
Why not?
Well, because
Just because we were together at the carnival doesn't mean we have to be together now. We're not friends. We just met.
Well, we are friends.
We spent like 8 hours together.
Yeah.
You
It's
said we were
acquaintance.
friends.
Well, yeah, Jerry, you and I are friends.
Kix,
Well, we can be like pen pals. I'll write to you sometime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Kix, do you think that you can glide down there with your wings and land safe?
I could try. Usually, the best part of like landing is that Ilya is there to catch me.
Is there, Gavin? Is there any sort of like structure on? Is there like crumbled things that we could climb down, or is this just like a
I'm
sheer
picturing
drop?
like an ongoing causeway bridge with like just holes in the middle of it, right?
No, the causeway stops entirely, so it's
it's
like
just
it's
gone.
collapsed away entirely.
And
so
it goes down
there's
into a
like-
swamp.
and it just drops down to the swamp. But as Jerry looks around, looks over the edge, you would see that a lot of the pillars holding up the higher causeway have like these large broken away pieces that look like handholds. But in addition to that, these huge mushrooms that are growing off of it, like just like these big like.
So we
you know,
could
kind of
climb
like
down.
red and orange, like sort of mushrooms, just like growing off all these pillars.
We could climb down the pillars.
I mean, why don't me and you try first? Because we're lighter, so we can at least see if the mushroom will take our weight, and if it break, I can fly down to safety.
Me too.
Sounds good.
If Kix, would you like to come too?
I think we could all go for sure.
Okay, if everybody wants to go, then let's go together.
That's a good idea.
Okay, so as everybody's climbing down, give me quick dexterity checks. Or climbing down. Yeah, dexterity to move across like these mushrooms and stuff.
15.
15?
9.
9.
You know what I rolled.
Natural 1. Amazing.
18 plus 2 is 20.
Wow, okay. So the group, what was Jerry's again? 9?
No, mine was
I'm
15.
Benedis
His-
and 9.
Oh, sorry, 9. So Jerry and Kix climb down, no problem. Ilya is climbing near the top after everybody had gone down, loses her footing, or
She's
maybe
got
like
tears in her eyes.
She's
She's like kind of angry, crying.
you stomp on one of these mushroom caps a little too hard, thinking it'll hold your weight, and it slips out from under you, and you start free falling down through this mist. And the group of you would see her just pass right past you. And as you see this happening, not only is your friend free falling out of the sky, but in the distance you actually spot, like, you're looking down at her, but in the distance you actually spot like this massive balloon of like essentially patchwork material, and you can see it's like spinning out of control, just like whoa, like the basket's kind of off to the side,
Like a hot air balloon?
yeah, sort of,
Okay.
but like out of patchwork
Yeah, yeah.
pieces. And it looks as though it's been punctured, and it's causing this wicker basket that's hanging from it to like just spin wildly. It's like,
Oh my god.
and the balloon plunges out of sight, disappearing into the fog about approximately a mile away. So as you've turned to Ilya, you see her drop, but then like this balloon kind of spinning off in the same direction. Ilya, as you just disappear through this fog,
Do I have time to react?
you do.
I'm going to reach into my pocket.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull out the pixie dust that I
Ooh.
won at the fair.
Nice.
And I'm going to sprinkle it on myself and gain a flying speed of 30 feet.
Nice. I love it. Okay. So you're like,
I'll like disappear into the mist.
Yeah, it's just like-
Ilya's doing this pointedly. She wants them to think she fell to her death.
Yeah.
She's gonna scream even after she started flying. She's gonna be screaming bloody murder, and then she's just gonna like stop.
I love it. I feel like she kind of had that handy, knowing like, I'm gonna climb down. It'll be like
100%.
safe, and then you free fall, and
Yeah.
then you're just like sprinkle. So the group of you would see her just like disappear through this fog, and it's just sort of like that. How it encases her, just like woof, just a big puff, and just she's falling, and then nothing.
Benedis is going to jump off his mushroom and go like, you know when skydivers go like full tuck
Yeah,
head
like
first,
full tuck. Yeah,
terminal velocity to try to catch up with her.
nice. Give me let's do perception check as you come ripping through the fog at full speed.
Oh, no.
14.
Okay, 14's good.
I was going to say, this is shpong.
Yeah.
That would be
I was
really
thinking
funny.
he was just gonna like plow into the ground. So you come through the fog, can see the ground about 20 feet below you, and Ilya's safe down there. So you're able to open up your wings and stop in time.
Okay.
Kix and Jerry, you are able to climb down, not as fast, but do eventually successfully climb down to the bottom.
So when Kix gets down there and he'll see his sister safe and sound, he'd be like, as he knows.
He knows the scream. He was like, that was fake.
He knows, yeah. He knows for a fact. Actually, he would have thought that she would have popped back up at one point and be like, "Fuck you." But anyway, so he recognizes. He wasn't worried about her head diving long into the.
Nice.
And when Benedis came out of the fog and saw her and landed, he just was like nonchalant, pretending
just
like
like-
he wasn't trying to save her or nothing. I was just,
Ilya's like dusting. In fact, she's going to take full advantage of the time that she has pixie dust, and she's going to be doing little cartwheels in the air and just kind of like ignoring Benedis and having a good time.
Nice. I love it. Does Jerry do anything? Just climbs down
He
quietly.
just climbs down and says nothing.
Just sort of like
27 minutes later, I'm all like,
love it.
I imagine Jerry's like so timidly, like, when you're climbing a ladder and you like reach your foot down and like
Yeah.
feel along
Yeah.
and like very
Totally.
carefully, just like one step at
Yeah.
a time.
Yeah, his knees are shaking a little bit.
Oh, fucking Jerry. I love him.
So you guys are at the bottom of this thing, and as the group of you finally get to the bottom and start chatting, you actually disrupt what is essentially like a large crane that was nearby. You didn't see because of the fog, but the thing's wings just like open up, and you can just see like the smoke or the fog like billow around it, and it's just like and flaps away and just sort of takes off.
Did we see where the hot air balloon crashed down?
Yeah, kind of like off towards the east. And you're climbing down essentially that same side. And as this thing flies away, just like, just makes a huge noise, you're standing there and like the sticky mud is just kind of, squelching beneath your feet. Just like, it almost feels like the ground is alive. And then there's like these tangled mangroves tangled mangroves grow out of pools of like rippling water, half hidden by, the thick fog. Purple mushrooms are clinging to like rotting logs and stumps scattered throughout just the marsh around you. The crickets that glow, crickets glow like fireflies are chirping around you, sort of like, sounds like they're serenading you almost. But then like you're watching them, and then they're snatched up at like these little hungry frogs that are on the ground. They're just like, or Jerry.
I was going to say, I can see Jerry has glowing teeth eating the fireflies.
But as you're standing there, and as that large crane flew away, coming from one direction are several voices that seem to be joined in like a marching song. It's sort of like in cadence. And the singing grows louder and louder as 6 bipedal rabbits wearing clothing emerge from the fog. 2 of them tug at the reins of a giant snail, which you would, of course, recognize after recently doing some snail racing. And the others carry clubs and slings. Do you do anything?
Do they see us?
Sure
Yeah, they're approaching you.
Hail! Hello!
One steps forward, looks to be a female, actually, and she's got a club over her shoulder, and looks at the group of you, and she's like, "Right, where are you from then?"
Oh, here and there.
Here and there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't recognize you.
Yeah, I came out of the fog.
Well, so did we.
Well, from another plane, though.
I see. Well, I'm sorry to say that this is a robbery. And, if you resist, well, we'll have to beat you black and blue, I'm sorry to say.
Oh,
Okay.
you're mistaken.
No, not.
This is a robbery on you.
Haha. Good one.
How many of them is there?
There's 6.
Easy squeezy.
All that I ask is that, we're not interested in your gold, actually, just, your emotions. Now, if you could please put your hand on here, we'll be on our way. And she holds out, like, what looks like this bulbous sort of, like, almost like a squash. But on the top is sort of like this stopper in it with, like, this gold kind of glowing bulb thing. And she holds it out and says, "Right, go ahead. Your best emotion, that's all we want. It'll be drawn from you and put into there. And we'll be on our way. And you can continue living."
Jerry puts out his hand
Nice.
and then looks like he's going to put it on the squash thing,
Yeah.
but then blows on the palm of his hand,
Oh.
and a green mist shoots out at the bunny people.
Oh, no.
Was it
Oh,
poison
what are you
spray?
casting?
It's what's it called? Ray of Sickness.
Ooh, okay. So
Nice.
what do I do for Ray of Sickness? Are you rolling damage or am I
I gotta
rolling
do a
damage?
spell attack.
Okay.
Oh, 10.
A 10
like to hit.
against their AC.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got to bring this up. It's not very good. Ooh, no, 10 doesn't work.
I was going to say, that's pretty low.
Yeah, I mean they're
For level
low,
3.
but they're not that low. And it sprays this woman in the face, or this female rabbit, and she steps back and coughs a bit. And she's like, "Well, you shouldn't have done that." And snaps her fingers, and the group of them jump off the snail, grab their slings and their clubs, and start to approach you. We are officially at 2 hours. I think that's where we're going to end this episode.
Adventurers, grab your weapons.
Of course.
But first, kiss your kin.